I think the Encore Music Project's course is this great combination of intense but joyful and supportive learning that is pretty hard to find.
For me, this is a very special summer course. There's a lovely atmosphere. It's a real community, and it has a community feel to it, very supportive.
They have fun, they learn, and there's a great mixed programme for them here, which is both stimulating and intense, but also a very, very fun environment for them to be in.
We just give the children the opportunity to celebrate the music and have really intensive lessons with the top musicians.
Exactly. Thank you. Now you see how big is our space.
Teachers have come from a wide variety of places. A lot have come in the past from Russia or Ukraine. Vadim is this internationally renowned pianist. He plays regularly for one of the world's most famous teachers, the studio of Zakar Braun.
Thank you, fantastic. Understand?
Katya is a touring concert pianist and collaborative pianist and is on the faculty of the Guildhall School of Music and Drama. I'm from the Royal Conservatoire of Scotland here with two other colleagues. It's terrific that they have all that experience to give because we're teaching young people for years, and we bring that experience to this camp.
Good, it's coming. Can you play me the top octave?
We are very, very privileged to have fantastic students. Every year our students are absolutely amazing.
I love the fact that I can come into this building at 8 p.m., 9 p.m. and still hear lots of people practicing.
My teacher is Menuhin. I requested to have her again this year because I had her 2 years ago. I really liked her because she's just so kind and she's a really hard worker and she can be strict at times, which is a great combination.
We could see how music unites them all and how the older students are happy to share with the younger ones and how the younger happy to learn from the older ones. So it's amazing collaboration of the different nationalities, ages and genders.
I've made a lot of different friends. They all come from different countries, which is great. It's very international here.
The structure of it, with the individual teaching, the individual lessons every single day, makes it very unique.
That can be a voice come through more.
The learning is really focused, really concentrated, and the students make tremendous progress.
Or, you just...
They might come and say they're finding a little bit lacking in freedom in their bow arm or something. You can really take on something like that when you're working with them every day.
Nicer slide.
It's all very intense, but I think because of its intensity, they will have a lot to process afterwards, and it would really give them a real push in music, whatever they want to achieve.
It's almost like a month's worth of work or a semester's condensed into these 10 days. The Menuhin School is one of the 4 specialist schools in England. And this one is beautiful. It's in the countryside of Surrey. It has lovely facilities that are all near one another. So where you're sleeping is near where you're eating, is near where you're practicing, is near where you're performing. You don't have to travel far. It's in a safe, protected environment.
This outstanding campus as well accommodates us with wonderful recreation time. So we've got a wonderful swimming pool, we've got a wonderful football pitch, we've got a tennis court, we've got a square room with recreation, games and yoga mats.
I think the work-life balance is good. It helps that the meals are excellent, so you're well fed. You start kind of at 9 in the morning, and then you have breaks in the day. And there are also times where we get the young people to sing together. It's scheduled in so that there's this combination of high intensity coaching and then, more joyful singing together, and they have some free time where they're either playing table football or real football. In chamber music, they've all started learning their parts, and when they come here, first they have to get used to playing together, and they have to want to help the person next to them. It's not just about playing your part. Part of what I've been doing is getting them to understand the music inside out. Where is it going? What's the gesture here? And getting more accurate and really giving the sense of direction and style we've been working on. Good. That's so good. So notice at the end of Hannah's tune.
If they're struggling with their part, we're all keen to help and support them. For instance, last night a pupil was practicing and she knocked on my door and she said, look, is there any way you could just help me with this passage? And yeah, of course, you want to support all of the young people involved in this course.
For pianists, especially young pianists, they seldom get the opportunity to play with other people. Many of them grow up just playing solo piano. So if they're 14 or 15, 16 and they suddenly play a piano-based chamber group, that's starting to develop really vital skills for a pianist, which they may never have had before, and that's really exciting.
I'm obviously teaching my one-to-one with students, and then I take the violin ensemble. Then there is the string orchestra. With both those projects, it's about learning how to listen. There's no conductor. It's about making chamber music and communicating to one another through music in one sort of universal language. Obviously, there are participants from all over the world in this course, but music is a language that everybody knows and understands.
Let's have a go and see if we can shape it. And in composition, I've asked the students to come with either partly prepared pieces or ideas, and they play them to me either on the piano or on their computer, and we talk about, does that live up to what you want, or does that live up to what that theme deserves? Students at Encore Music Projects get to hear their teachers perform. There's a series of 4 key concerts that are spaced throughout the 2 weeks.
I think it's really important for the students to see their teachers perform, I think it really inspires them.
They can actually see their teachers, how good they are. I think it probably makes them proud, the students, and excited to be studying with very fine professionals.
I think it's important that we put ourselves out there. We're asking the students to put themselves out there. We're asking them to learn to cope with and harness the energy of a live audience, bare their soul in a way. And I think that's one of the most joyous things about being a musician.
Today is, of course, the day of dress rehearsals, so students are rehearsing in the hall. Others are rehearsing here with their pianists, getting used to playing with the piano. It's a day of mixed sort of emotions, excitement and a little bit of anxiousness. But I think it's about the process. It's really about how much progress you've made, how much you've put in.
It's not just the learning of the skill or the feeling you're making some development, but actually that they've really internalized that and they can reproduce it on the stage.
It's great that they have this opportunity to play in this amazing hall. It's such a privilege, and I feel especially on this course there's a very special spirit.
It's a lovely big hall with wonderful acoustics, where I think it's very important and very valuable for the students to have a flavor of real performing in a serious performing venue.
They are preparing for something big, maybe their college auditions, maybe a competition, and therefore the performance is a real opportunity to have a benchmark of where they are.
It's going to be important for them to learn to project in a larger space. Especially in lockdown, we've been playing to our Zoom monitors.
That sense of actually getting on the platform and thinking that we're going to be playing outwards rather than just in our little bedroom, it has been a big thing for us this year. And it's been great to suddenly have the opportunity to play in this wonderful hall here.
By the end of the course, every one of the young people, they're playing is on a completely different level. So it's really special.
Musicians, as you know, for the last 1.5 years, we had a very musically difficult time. So to come back and bring music in our life and be able to play together, to be able to collaborate together, it's a great achievement and it's a food for our souls.
Almost feels like this is a dream, this course, you know, that finally we're able to perform live, to teach in person again, to be away from the screen and to connect emotionally on a very different level.
We know that some children and students, they give us feedbacks of their further achievements. Some string players, they got in the orchestra. Some pianists got in the conservatoire they want to go. We got a great feedbacks of the achievements, what our course has offered to them.
On this course, it's sort of inspiring. It's a really inspiring environment and place to be working in and making music.
Music is our savior, and we will try to do our best in the future to keep this project going.